force, work, and energy. Let's learn. A push or pull acting on an object is called force. A force can have many different effects. 1. It can move a stationary object. 2. It can stop a moving object. 3. It can make a moving object move faster. 4. It can slow down a moving object. 5. It can change the direction of a moving object. 6. It can change the shape and size of an object. Types of forces. Broadly, forces can be classified into two types: contact forces and non-contact forces. Contact forces are the forces that act at the point of contact between the objects. Force due to friction is an example of contact forces. Non-contact forces are the forces that act between two objects when they are not in contact with each other. Force due to gravity is an example of non-contact forces. Force due to friction. The force that occurs when two surfaces in contact slide or roll against each other is called friction. This force is always in the direction opposite to that of the motion of the object. For example, if we slide a book across the surface of desk, the desk exerts a friction force in the opposite direction of book's motion and stops the movement of book. Friction falls into four basic categories: static, sliding, rolling, and fluid. All of them represent the force that opposes motion when solid, fluid, or gaseous surfaces meet. 1. Being able to walk across a surface without slipping. This is static friction. 2. Writing on a piece of paper with a pencil or a pen. This is sliding friction. 3. Driving a car across the road surface. This is rolling friction. 4. Jumping out of an airplane with a parachute. This is fluid friction. Force due to gravity. The force that pulls objects down towards the center of the earth is called gravity. When we throw a ball up into the air, it first rises and then comes back to the ground. This ball comes back due to the force of gravity. The gravitational force plays a very important role in our lives. Without gravity, no object would remain in its place. Instead, all objects, including people, would be floating around in space. Everything has a weight due to the Earth's gravitational pull. It helps us to stay on the ground. It keeps everything down: fruits on the trees, food in the plate, bike on its tires, and so on. Scratch your brain. Think of any three things that would not be possible without the gravitational pull other than given in the book. Work. In science, work is defined as force acting on an object to move it across a distance. When an object moves through a distance by applying force, work is said to be done. If you move an object to a long distance, more work is done than moving it to a short distance. If we apply a greater push or pull, but the object does not move, no work is done. However, if an object changes its shape or size when a force is applied on it, then too work is said to be done. Work is equal to force into distance. Energy. Energy is the ability to do work. Energy exists in different forms such as solar energy, wind energy, electrical energy, hydro energy, and heat energy. Energy can be changed from one form to another. You will learn more about the different forms of energy in higher classes. We get energy to do different things from our food. Similarly, a car needs energy to move, and the motor of a fan needs energy to rotate. Let us learn about the different sources of energy. Nugget. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only transform from one form to another. Sources of energy. The sun, wind, water, and fuels are some sources of energy. The sun. Energy from the sun is called solar energy. The sun is the main source of energy on the earth. Plants use energy from sunlight to prepare their food by photosynthesis. Solar energy can also be converted into other forms such as light, heat, and electrical energy. Wind. The energy of the wind is called wind energy. Wind moves the blades of a windmill, which in turn moves machines called turbines that are used to generate electricity. Water. The energy of moving water is called hydroenergy. Hydroenergy is used to generate electricity. A dam is built across a river to collect water. This water is allowed to fall from a height to turn turbines, thus generating electricity. Fuels. Substances such as wood, coal, petrol, and diesel, when burnt, produce heat and light energy. Such substances are called fuels. Energy from fuels such as coal and wood are used for heating and cooking. Fuels such as petrol and diesel are used to run vehicles and machines. Fuels can also be used to generate electricity. At the end, we can say that force, work, and energy are related to one another. If force applied to an object is able to move it, then we say work is done. But to apply force, we need some kind of energy. Mind map. Types of forces. Force due to friction, force due to gravity. Sources of energy. Sun, wind, water, fuels.